going, and we'll just check in.
Now it's
Okay, I'm recording now. So all the parts that
Okay.
you've seen already, you're good. Don't worry. Just remember those, okay?
All right, sounds good. Talk to you guys later.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, so anywho, so big funnel, right? And you as a coach, you're throwing contacts in the top of it just like crazy, right? Eventually it's going to come down and you're just going to have those few customers and coaches trickling out of the bottom. You're funneling, and think of it as just filtering out all the bullshit. You know, you're just going to have people thrown in there. Some are going to stick, some are not. Some are going to sit there and tell you about how they're all in, but they're really not, and they just kind of want to be nice to you. Just cut the BS. I think you just need to work on being cut and dry, bring up the numbers, and I would also look at your why too. How do you feel about your why? Do you have that clearly mapped out, like your whole reason for coaching? Do you really have that and feel that?
I would say, I mean, I wrote down stuff when I was at Summit and when I left Summit, but that's where, like, I really just need to, like, my why needs to be better.
Okay.
And,
I'm going to make this super easy for you. I don't want you to overthink this. Take out a piece of paper at some point. Right at the top of it, your number one, your goals, what you would just love, what you want for your life. Okay? And then I want you to do this as much as you can. Write that out and then write, why is that important to me? And then answer why it's important to you. Then you take that, like say, I want a big house and I want $1 million. Okay, why is that important to me? So my kids have a place to play and I don't have to worry about bills anymore. Why is that important to me? Because I want my kids to have a good quality of life and I don't want them to ever feel what it's like to grow up without money. Why is that important to me? And just
the biggest thing is, because I'm leaving this 40, 50 hour a week job and I'm going to try to not go back and I have to make money. So
you can do it.
I'm making my back be up against a wall and I want to be successful, but I need my why to be more about helping people and that to be like the main focus. But I feel like I don't know. And that was my thing after Summit. Like, I love these, like, I don't have this huge transformation story. I don't have this huge beginning to end story, but I want more people to, like, I love Beachbody and the products and what they've done for me and my lifestyle. So that's what I want for other people.
Right. So, and don't feel like you have to have anything like that. I was a skinny dude whenever I started this up, and yeah, I had good results with Insanity and stuff, but it wasn't about the health portion of it for me. It was about my relationships and it was about my mental health because I was severely depressed whenever I started this out. My marriage was in trouble. I got an ultimatum from my wife and she said, listen, if you don't quit your job that you're miserable at right now, I'm going to leave you. So choose which one you want. And that's whenever my coaching started. So in a sense, coaching is what kept my marriage together. And now it's what keeps my time available for my family. So there's so many avenues that you could go with as to your story and why Beachbody is important to you. And granted, if it's fitness, that's totally fine, but I don't want you to think of it as one dimensional. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as far as your why goes, don't think about anybody else but you, because your why is your personal reason for pushing. So if you were down in the dumps and you were just, you couldn't get any lower and you were just broken and you feel like you couldn't do this business anymore, your why is the reason to pick your ass up and to continue driving forward. And if that's something deep seated in your heart about your kids or your family or, just something for you personally, your why should not be about helping people. It should be the reason you can get up whenever you need to get up and then help the people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I would revisit that and really figure out what that is for you and then just push those numbers up. And once you have your why solid and you can think back like, listen, I got to do this because my back's against the wall. I've got a baby coming that needs my support. I don't want to go back to this job because I want to spend every waking moment with my child. That is your motivation. That's your burn. That should be your desire. You know what I mean? So use that as your energy to build the business and do what you're supposed to do and do the hard stuff. Anything past that, fuck it, right?
No, it's hard. It's hard because I always had the money, and even through maternity leave, I'm gonna have the money. But when maternity leave runs out, and I'm all of a sudden living on just my husband's paycheck, like then I feel like it will kick in. But it's like, why wait? Why wait? Why wait? I keep telling myself that, and
Yeah.
so I'm getting more. I just have to be more consistent and get out of my own way and do it every single day. And I've been better since Summit, but I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah. No, and you know what? That's 90% of coaches' problems, honestly. And I could sit there and I could tell every one of y'all that is always going to be an issue for coaches. I don't give a shit if you're Melanie Mitro or you're Justin Sharam. You are always going to have that aspect of I have to get out of my own way. This is your worst enemy, and it will always be your worst enemy. Tanya Landis, right? I'm very close friends with Tanya, and we will sit there and talk on the phone. And, you know, there's weeks where, yeah, she had too many damn margaritas and didn't want to work the business, but she consistently used that why to get up and do what the hell she needed to do and get it done. You know what I mean? So that's why that why is important. It's being able to take that and just flip your situation around on a dime and continue forward even when you fall off the horse, right? And just like I told Desiree, I would really, really strongly suggest making that schedule up. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It does not have to be anything crazy. I can't stress that enough. It could be 3 invites a week, whatever it is that you feel that you are capable of doing. But as long as you are doing those actions consistently, 3 one week turns into 6 the next week. You know what I'm saying? That compound effect is what makes this business wonderful, and it makes it work.
Yeah.
So
I would love to do a power hour every day and invite 10 people every day. But it's like I hear so many times on the national wake up calls, like a lot of women do it in men do it in pockets during the day. And so I'm working on getting a solid hour in instead of just doing pockets because the pockets haven't been working. But
right.
I appreciate all the advice though, and I got goals.
No, of course. And here's another thing too, and this goes for everybody. Don't bite off more than you can chew. All the top coaches will say, oh, if you really want to be a top coach, you're going to invite 80 people every day and you're going to put in 70 hours a week in your business. Yeah, that's cool for them. Number one, they already have their system in place. They usually have somebody hired to do some other things. You know what I mean? Like their situation is not your situation. If 10 invites a day is going to burn you out and overwhelm you, don't do 10 invites a day. Do 5 invites a day or do 3 invites a day. But as long as you are consistently inviting and consistently posting and showing people what you have to offer as a coach, you're good to go. Make sense?
Yep.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not right this second.
All right. Kristen, let's hear it, girl. What's going on?
So I talked to you earlier in the week. You know, I'm struggling a little bit with, like, personally. I work 2 jobs and go to school full time, so it's like time management for me that's an issue because I have a lot on my plate. So in order to get, like, that full hour in, it's tough. So I do, like, the pocket thing, and it's definitely not working.
Okay, so don't think that it needs to be an hour. We'll say power hour because it rhymes and it rolls off the tongue real nice. But what it could be is a power 15 minutes. It could be a power 5 minutes. It could be a power 1 invite if that's what works for you. Okay, so like I said, don't get caught up in that. It has to, you know, you have to be super productive. Do what works for you. Do what you are comfortable with. It's, you know, more invites are great. That's a wonderful thing. And yeah, of course, you're going to make it easier. You're going to build your business quicker. But at the end of the day, you want to wake up and be excited about this business. You don't want to wake up and dread doing your 1 million invites a day because it's a pain in the ass. It's kind of like, that's why we do what we do with the workout programs. We tailor fit programs to people so that the fitness is fun, because working out does not have to be a chore. And neither does working this business. This business should be a blast. You should get to go out there and meet awesome new people, build a community around you. You guys, at the bottom rungs here, it's such a learning curve, and things change all the time with social media, and it's difficult. But as long as you have those vitals that you're doing every single day, I'm telling you, it'll compound into something amazing. You just have to trust the process. Don't try to get all fancy. Don't try to do things that, 5-star diamonds are doing. Don't go out and build a website and do all that. All of that extra bullshit should not even be entering your mind. The only thing you should be doing is help 3 people hit Success Club. After you do that, guess what you should do? Help 3 more people hit Success Club. After you do that, hit 3 people and Success Club. You get what I'm saying? See how this is kind of working out here? It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Once you can do that, then you teach your coaches that you've brought on because you're hitting Success Club how to invite 3 people and hit Success Club. And then they teach their coaches how to invite 3 people and hit Success Club. And before you know it, you're a 5-star diamond. That's how this business works. You help people, and then you help people to help people. Oh, magic. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Also, I know Adam's been in my little circle. I wanted to invite him to the challenge group, but I don't know how. Like
You just
have like the shift shop one.
Yeah, just tell me. I'll throw him in there. Actually, I need to make you a coach in that group too. Now that you reminded me, so that way you can throw out invites as well. But I'll do that. Just give me his full name and his email, and I'll do that after the call. Okay.
Okay.
So I think there's like 6 minutes left on this call because this is the free version because I'm a cheap ass. So are there any other things that you guys want to cover? Because I can always turn this off and reset it, or we can do it over text. Like, is there any pressing matters that you guys want to cover before we stop? Are you sick of listening to me talk?
How many people have you helped this month? Like, are you at Success Club 5 already?
Nope, not at all. I actually thought I was supposed to be at Success Club 5, but I am in fact at Success Club 1 because I had somebody that was going to buy an all access, and I had another person that fell out, so I got to
It's so frustrating.
It is, but that's the nature of the beast. You know what it costs? It costs you being able to stay home with your family. That little frustration that you have, this building business.
I had this girl who was like, she wants to get fit before they start trying to have a baby. I even talked to her on the phone, which took me totally outside my comfort zone. It was a great conversation. And then she just can't commit to the $160. Okay, so I went to the $99 all access. And then her fence blew over and she has 5 weddings to go to, and now she doesn't want to do anything. And I'm just like, okay.
After this
there's
call,
never going to be a good time. Like, there's never going to be a good time. And that's honestly, I've said that to 2 people today. Like, if you're going to start giving me the excuse that you don't have time, like, that's the whole benefit of it. 30 minutes from home.
So after this call, I want you to connect with me on text if you get a few minutes, and we'll kind of go over how that situation played out. And I think I could probably help you with that. Okay.
Okay.
I
could bring out for hours.
Yeah, no, hey, I hear you. Trust me, I've heard all of them, and for me being a guy, is this how you pick up women? Like, I can't even tell you the shit that I've had to put up with from women after invites. Seriously, like bad. I actually had one yesterday, as a matter of fact. So, just goes to show you guys.
You pick up women. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, we don't get creepers. We are the creepers, no matter what. So, So listen, guys, we have that thread for a reason. If you have any questions or issues, or you want to have another call like this, or even one-on-one, I'm happy to do that with you guys anytime. I do this full-time, so I ain't going nowhere. So let me know, and let's keep it on the level, and let's kick some ass this month. Sound good?
I like it.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
No problem. You're all rock stars. You got this, dude. We're gonna do it.
We have like 20 days.
20 days. Let's go. All right, I'm stopping this recording. So.